Sure. I grew up on the Upper East Side. My mother still lives in the district. I was a student at Rabbi Arthur Schneier Park East Day School. It's a Jewish parochial school. And I remember learning about tikkun olam, which is a Jewish word for repairing the world. And I remember saying to one of the rabbis there, I would really love to make Jewish laws and make the world a better place that way. And he said, well, we don't really do that as much anymore, especially in the Orthodox tradition, but you might want to pursue a secular path. So fast forward, I went to SUNY Albany, SUNY Buffalo Law School, worked as a union-side labor and employment attorney, chief of staff for Assemblymember Jonathan Bing, worked with former public advocate Mark Green on 100 Ideas for a Better City, worked with Bill Samuels as he founded New Roosevelt, and an election later, here I am. I think that a lot of voters, a lot of residents can be disappointed in government, and sometimes I can be as well, but I've always believed that we could improve things. So I got involved in good government groups, and now that I'm in government, we're not going to be perfect. Everything doesn't change on day one. It takes a lot of hard work after day one, but I feel that good government now has a seat at the table. So I had an opportunity to work on some of the rules reforms that 30 fellow council members have already signed on to, even ahead of choosing the speaker. And when I did that, the first thing I actually did is I reached out to all the good government groups and asked them for their input. And I think that's a unique situation. I think what I'm used to is the good government groups making the proposals and kicking down the doors of power and trying to make change. But we've changed the model. We're inside now. We have a seat at the table, and now we can be proactive and start working on the changes. So I'm confident that with the new speaker and the Rules Committee that we will be appointing, the new one, we will be able to do some real comprehensive rules reform, and where all of your readers will have a chance to comment on them, and we can have one of the best legislatures in the country. The rules reforms focus on equity and transparency, and specifically having an equation, some equation, so that everyone sees it transparently. It also means that people can't be punished, and I think that's a larger sense, because member items is this technical term that we use, but what it really is discretionary funds to support community organizations that are providing a essential need. So that can be feeding seniors, it can be providing after-school activities for youth and enrichment, but these are key programs. And when a speaker punishes a member, they're not punishing a member, they're punishing residents in a community who needed those services. So one of the things that I've been focused on is participatory budgeting, something that Speaker Melissa Mark-Viverito has been doing. It's something that we've been watching very closely, and she's been mentoring us on, and something that we will be doing, and also Brad Lander, and they've been spearheading that. And we're hoping to do that in our district, and I'm hoping that the next city council really encourages it. It's a process where voters, actually residents, anybody gets to vote on how they spend capital funds in the district. And we're really excited about it, because it's going to change the paradigm from council members using it to punish each other or punish people who oppose them or reward people who support them, into something where the community is really engaged. And for the first time, voters will actually see direct results from their voting. They may be used to politicians making a promise and either keeping it or not, but in this case, they'll actually be able to vote on something and see it built. I don't think it gets better than that. Seats in schools is priority number one, making sure that we have them, and working on a whole platform of innovative education ideas that the New York Times endorsed when they endorsed me. And one of the best things is something that we were really focused on during the campaign is pre-K. There's 275,000 children eligible for subsidized pre-K, and less than 90,000 children get them. We were so up in front on this issue that it actually endorsed us, that actually earned us the endorsement of DC 1707, and with our mayor winning in a mandate on universal pre-K. I'm excited about the possibility of having that happen very soon. My district has a lot of seniors. Most of the folks in my district are over 50. My mother she's a senior. She doesn't like me telling the world that, but she lives in the district. She's one of my most vocal constituents, and making sure that we're taking care of them and providing the services to keep them healthy and independent. And actually, this past Saturday after the storm, my staff was deployed and I was deployed. We were out there delivering Meals on Wheels to seniors in my district to make sure that they were all taken care of during the storm.